Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It is currently Monday here. Monday the 21st of July. And I am on the way to the gym. And the original plan was for me to train, but I got held up with various things, and it's now half 10 and my first client is at 11:30, so it would be very rushed. And see, to be honest, from what the biofeedback I've been getting from like my Aura ring and just how I've been feeling generally, I have decided to take what's called a deload week, and I'm going to do like completely deload, as in no training whatsoever. Because often with a deload, sometimes because it's more of a psychological thing, that people don't like not training, you can do what's more of a I suppose like it's devolume, so you would only do like one working set, for example. Wow, this is tight here. But I am just thinking, with the way this week's going to play out, and as I say, how I've been feeling, I'm just going to take this whole week off of training, and hopefully it won't play too much on my mind. And like, I don't want to get into the mindset of being like, oh my god, I haven't trained, I'm fat. But I'm just gonna, when I get into the gym, depending on how much time I've got left, I'll just go on the treadmill and walk and like watch some YouTube, and then I can get steps in. Because yesterday my Aura ring told me that, so I ended up, because I went to Troon and I did like a beach walk, and I actually felt like the most calm and contented that I felt in a very long time. But my Aura ring said that I had experienced 6 hours of stress yesterday. Now, don't get me wrong, there's like different types of stress. So, hello?
Hello, I thought I'd better phone you rather than sending a text.
Good morning, it's Tuesday. I've had a face mask on and I've forgotten to take it off properly, so bear with. Yeah, putting some serum on. Does this count as product placement if it's my own brand? I've just been to, you guessed it, Espresso Cart. And I got some admin bits done. Didn't get through as many emails as I was intending to, but I need to get back to the house because Helen the cleaner's coming. But something I've noticed, like, I found myself, so I'd received 2 emails. One from the head of the previous marketing company that I was working with, and when I saw her name come up, instantly I go into this, like, it literally is like I've got PTSD. That sounds so ridiculous, but it had such a profound impact on me that now I'm obviously just associating that with a kind of form of trauma. But anyway, I didn't actually, our email was sent like, I think it was last Friday, and I didn't actually open it up because that's what happens. I go into that kind of like avoidance mode. But when I opened up, it was basically saying, thanks for your payment and we'll get the handover sent to you. And then said handover was received by another person, or sent by another person in that company. But I would like to point out that this was meant to have all been closed off by the 10th of July. And the handover was received yesterday, so the 21st. Anyway, again, when I'd received that email, I didn't open it because I was in freak out mode, but I opened it up today. I haven't like actioned it as such because I have to, they're basically saying that I've got access to various different things until, on the Google Drive, until, so like all my assets like photos and stuff, until the, something like the 18th of August I think it is. So I'll do that another time. I'm so unfit. Doing the TikTok live thing again. I need to be on until 4:20. So I've decided that I'm going to try and tidy up in here because it's giving me anxiety. There you are. So after all that, it was actually quite a fun TikTok live. I mean, it did help that Maggie and Kath were on, so they were kind of asking questions and whatnot, but I was going to tidy out the production room, but I ended up making coffee scrub, so that was quite handy because I could use that as kind of content, if you get what I mean. And then I've actually been out and refilled my ice bath. Oh dear. And I've done all the White Rabbit washing up. I just feel like, oh, there's Harry as well. I just feel like I really want to tidy out that room. It feels very like messy and I don't know where anything is. And do you know that way you let things build up and you've kind of been working in one area? It's a bit like the office as well. I want to tidy it out again. But I'm now going to... I'm going to feed these two. Then I'll be back. Sauna blanket time. You know I hate it, but I know it's good for me. I'm in. I need to put my hands on to get the full effect. I mentioned I hate being hot. Wow. This is a look. I survived. I'm now a sweaty mess. I survived. You'd think it was an ordeal. I just don't like being hot. But it is, I know it's good for me. I'm actually going to leave it out and I'll maybe do it tomorrow morning before my ice bath because I refilled my ice bath earlier. But I'm now going to go for a shower and then get into bed and either watch some Big Bang or read my book. Because project Teach Nervous System, it's okay to rest and not do all the things, is still ongoing. And I was reading a thing earlier on, I happened to come across it on Instagram and it was about like ADHD and money and stuff. And it said about doing exposure therapy with money. So it's like checking your bank balance every single day for 2 minutes. And don't like overthink it or don't like panic or whatever. And that's the first time I've ever heard or seen it talked about in the sense of exposure therapy. And I suppose that when you think about how, because I do avoid it a lot of the time because I'm worried about stuff, I suppose it's like any other trauma. So just kind of becoming sort of not numb to it but unbothered, like not letting figures dictate how you feel. I thought it was quite an interesting concept. Anyway, I need to go for a shower because I feel disgusting. Okay, ignoring the washing pile, but I now feel like I'm becoming one of those people who can't sleep without the fan on. And I feel like it might be becoming a bit excessive because I also can't sleep without my red light lamp. Then I've also got to have like a contortion of pillows round me. Yeah. Do you know what I'm actually thinking about doing? I'm sitting here, I'm going to watch one, she says, episode of Big Bang before I go to sleep. I think it'll be the one when they're waiting on Bernadette's baby coming. The neonatal nomenclature. But I'm also on Amazon looking at like That one's quite nice. In an ideal world, I really want a Goyard. Is it Goyard? Goyard bag. Wait, no, I'll get it on Pinterest for you. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally swept up in this whole Labubu thing, and I really want a tote bag and a Labubu to put on it. I'm such a basic bitch. Because I don't know if you've seen the ones of like the Hermes like bags with the Labubus on it. So it's these kind of tote bags I really like. I do quite like the green, but I like that one. Anyway, watch this space. Typical ADHD tangent. I was mid telling you that I'm in bed writing a list of some of my favourites because I think I'm going to do an old school monthly favourites video at some point. When you're watching this, will be in August, and I ideally would like to do a July favourites, but I'm not making any promises. Can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, just one. You don't mind doing what's a tiny trolley doing? A tiny trolley. I just needed someone to speak to, and I might not even keep this band, but I feel really frightened, and but then on the flip side, so it's the 25th of July, and in 5 days on the 30th, it's my friend Joe's birthday, and if you don't know, Joe passed away 2 years in August, and this would have been her 37th birthday, and I always feel this guilt when I'm being like this, or I'm not making the most of every day because I've got the opportunity of life and has just stopped. But sometimes I just feel like such a failure. Like I'm doing like a summer sale event thing for White Rabbit, my skincare company, and I've had like 4 orders and about 60 people on the website, and like I'm just really frightened. I'm really frightened. So the man that created Labubus is a billionaire, and I make about £150 worth in sales. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix things. I don't understand how some people and some companies and some products can just take off and be viral, and a lot of the time they're crap. And my battery's running out, and good morning. It's Saturday. I'm feeling slightly better than I did yesterday, but I'm also feeling weirdly at a loss. Like I don't know what to do with myself or what I should be doing. It was actually really nice there. I'm now covered in cat hair, but I went and sat out in the garden because I can't go in my ice bath at the moment because of my tattoo, which is very sore this morning. But I went and sat in the garden like to do my grounding, and then Harry ended up coming up and sitting in my lap, which he never does. I swear cats have got these weird like spidey senses and can tell when something's going on. So we just sat in the garden, and I'm that way. I feel like really sleepy, like not awake, but then at the same time I don't want to stay in my bed, and my lower back's all tight, and I know you hold a lot of like stress and whatever in your hips and lower back, but yeah, I just kind of don't know what to do with myself, as I say. I'm about to do like my EFT tapping, and then I think I'll go for an everything shower because I just kind of feel a bit as well. Like I want to shave everywhere and moisturise because I feel really dry, and like my face is really dry, my nose is really horrible and bumpy, so I think I'll glycolic my face. What is this on my lip? And then I'd actually started editing after my meltdown last night, this week's vlog, which for you will be, so it's weekly vlog 81, so that'll be like, as you're watching this, it would be last week's vlog for you. And I got about halfway through that, so I think I'm gonna finish that this morning. I also need to phone Jill, like my brother-in-law's mum, at some point to sort her holiday out. And I kind of want to go a walk, but then I kind of can't be bothered. I keep thinking about my friend Lisa saying to me, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I'm going to do my EFT tapping, which, if you don't know, stands for Emotional Freedom Technique tapping. And go from there. Have my brunch at some point. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. So, it is 3:30, and I have decided on a whim that I'm going to go down to Irvine, Harbourside, and I remembered that Corey, who does my tattoos, was telling me about there's like a bistro down there that does vegan options, and she says they do macaroni cheese. And if you know me, you know that I am a sucker for macaroni cheese. So that is what I'm on my way to do. I brought my book with me so I can sit and read my book while I'm having it. And then I've got my sliders so I can go for a walk on the beach and a little bit of a paddle. But I've also brought some White Rabbit products because I had a bit of a stroke of inspiration, if you call it that, and I thought, why don't I take them down and then I can take some pictures and stuff on the beach, in the water, whatever. So that's the plan. I also really fancy, because there's a new Starbucks opened at the, what do you call it, that retail park that's down there, and I really fancy one of the brown sugar oat shake and espresso things, so I think I'll get one of them too. But I got the vlog, this week's vlog for me, last week's for you, edited, uploaded and scheduled, and I had a bit of a look into it. I managed to get logged back into the Jet2 agent portal, because for some reason it wasn't letting me in the other night, but I got in there, and then I sent Jill, my brother-in-law's mum, I sent her an option from that, so I'm just waiting on her coming back to me about that one. And then I thought, do you know what, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go and get some food first because I am quite hungry. Just go from there. I'd actually planned as well, either when I get home or tomorrow, is to create a new plan and programme for myself. So I weighed myself for the first time since I stopped working with Meg, So when did I stop working with her? January. That was slightly eye-opening, I will be honest. But I'm just reminding myself that it's just a number, it's just a measurable, it just means that I've got a kind of starting point, and then I'll probably weigh myself maybe once or twice a month from here out, just to see how things are going. My general plan is I don't want to be on a diet or anything like that. I just want to change up my training, review my macros, because I'm basically still roughly sticking to the ones that I had with Meg, and I don't feel like they're right for me anymore. So again, I'm going to review that and just see where I'm at, see what happens. I don't think I actually vlogged my meal. I got the macaroni and it was delicious. And I just sat and I read my book while I had a cup of tea. And now I've got my coffee. It's back of 5 now, but it's still really mild. I always like misjudge the distance of parking along the harbour side. It's always a lot longer than I remember. I think the sea is actually going out because I have moved my little setup further and further towards the water and it keeps disappearing. I'm going to put you with my coffee. I feel like I did get quite a lot. I don't know how much of that you actually saw of me doing or if you just saw the ocean, but that was some mindfulness for you. I'm in Tesco for about the 27th time this week. But I always find it so disorientating when you come to a different Tesco because you don't know where anything is. Hello. I'm slightly... I don't know if in shock is too big of a statement, but let's just say I got closure from something. Oh god, now I'm going to be one of those people that's like all mysterious. Like when people that post on Facebook being like, I'm so sad. And then people in the comments are saying, what's wrong? And said person's like, I can't tell you. Basically, do I want to tell you? I feel like if I keep talking about it, it's just perpetuating it. Basically, let's just say that a previous situation, relationship, scenario, whatever, all the drama, all the negativity, all the literal loose ends, today that's been closed. And I feel this weird, you know when like you're going for a job interview or something and you're full of adrenaline and then afterwards you're just exhausted? I feel like that. I was basically contacted by someone, not my ex or anything like that, but someone that was involved in the situation, and it took a lot for them to contact me, and I can't tell you how I know that must have taken a lot for them to do that, and I'm so grateful because it honestly has. Like, I'm crying because like I can't believe that's been like 5 years, and well, you all know, like, I've been doing so much like self-work and whatever, but I finally feel like, you know how they say that therapy is like when you get a wound, and if you were just to immediately like stitch up that wound without actually going in and removing all the gunk, I feel like now that final bit of gunk has been removed, and it's a strange feeling, but it's good. And as I say, I'm really grateful to that person that reached out to me. I was round at Espresso Cart there trying to get through my emails. I didn't because they were closing. It's now like, oh god, it's 5 to 4. It's been a quick day. I have had a really chill like morning. As you saw, I just randomly decided to go for a bath. I'm not a bath person, but I'm currently, must be in my water era. So I went for a bath because I just felt the need to have one. And then the plumber was actually in sorting my sink. So thankfully now I won't need to brush my teeth in the kitchen sink. I can actually do it in the bathroom. And then, as I say, I decided to go round to Espresso Cart, and I was going to walk to TK Maxx afterwards, but I just thought, you know what, I just want to get home and just, I've locked the front door, I don't need to go back out again, I'm just going to get Harry. I want to be like Harry. I saw a clip from The Sword and the Stone earlier on. Oh, my skin's all blotchy. So now that I've got Disney Plus, I can always watch that. I do actually want to keep going through my emails, not because I have to, I just feel like there's no pressure to do it. But yeah, so it was when I was round at Espresso Cart and I happened to just check my messages, and I was literally like shaking. I just wasn't expecting it. I can literally start this week coming with a fresh slate. Wow, this is a vibe. Hello. I am just trying to close this off before it gets to Monday, and then I can't remember if I have or not. And I started creating my own plan, like training plan and stuff, so I'm going to work on that for a little bit and then get into bed, because my PT clients start at 9 AM if she doesn't cancel. And so I've got one at 9, one at 10, then a gap before Kim, the infamous Kim, gets in. So I wanted to train, but I wanted to start my new programme, because I am being that person that's starting on Monday. Anyway, this is a very long drawn out outro. So as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please leave me a little comment or something. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.